This week on Route 66. Here's your host, Tim Clark.
Well, good morning. Welcome to another episode of This Week on Route 66. You know, over the years, I've selected several Route 66 restaurants as my personal favorites, and KIX on 66 is definitely one of them. Pretty much every time I travel through New Mexico, I just always try to stop at KIX on 66. Now, joining us today is Donna on the phone, and just appreciate you joining us today. Thank you, Donna, for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So now I know yesterday was a special day with your sign relighting. But first, let's step back and take a look. Tell us about the massive hailstorm that hit Tucumcari last year. Can you tell us about that experience?
Last year, I believe it was in May, they actually had a tornado come through here that hit south of here that did a lot of damage. Unfortunately for us, our sign was already out when we purchased KIX, but it just made more damage. Our roof got damaged. We had to end up replacing our roof, which the roofers didn't do a good job. We're still battling with them. We still have leaks in our roof. So it caused a lot of damage that they didn't see. But our sign still had the light bulbs in it, so they got blown out. We had picked up glass for weeks. We'd come across glass, which was, a safety issue there weren't no people getting cut.
Right. So now the storm was not isolated to just KIX. This was all throughout town, right?
All throughout the town. We got hit hard. Amarillo got hit pretty hard. South of here is the one that took the major hit. We lost power for, I believe it was 36 hours.
Yep.
They couldn't get out to the fields to repair the electrical lines because it was too flooded. They didn't have the equipment. They were getting stuck out there.
Yep. So how long do you think, should we just say, the town of Tucumcari was in a reconstruction? And is it even done yet?
I still hear people saying they have roof issues, that they've been battling insurance companies and so forth. So it's an ongoing process. There's still damage here.
Yep. I know every time we go through there, we just love stopping at Tucumcari. We just love KIX on 66. And we're going to talk with Donna a little bit more in just a minute. But first, Nick, tell our viewers how they can participate in future episodes of This Week on Route 66.
Do you have an announcement, a news item, or a product promotion that you'd like to share with the Route 66 community? There are 3 different options for you to share your information. Option 1, call into our studio hotline anytime, any day, and record your voice message. Or Option 2, call in for a voice conversation with a host. Or Option 3, schedule an online video interview. It's free and a fun way to get your information out to the Route 66 community. See our Facebook page for more information. And now back to Tim for more This Week on Route 66.
Thanks, Nick. Now, before we go on to other topics, tell us about your new sign. I saw a picture on Facebook. It's awesome. Did you design that?
That design was done in my head. I tried for 2 weeks to write it down, which I failed miserably at. I could not put my thoughts down on paper. So the sign company, Clovis Sign Company, asked me for the second time if I had my design, and I told the lady, I said, I have an ideal. I said, but I cannot put it down on paper. So I told her, I said, I will tell you my ideal and see what you guys can come up with. They nailed it the first time around and actually did a better job because I didn't have the states outlined. I didn't even think about that. So I wanted the Chicago to Santa Monica for sure. And with Tucumcari being, in big letters to emphasize Tucumcari. And then the KIX on 66 and the interstate emblem. And their lead designer sent that over, and I was like, you nailed it. That's it. That's even better than what I could expected.
That's great. Now, am I correct that yesterday is the first time it was illuminated? Is that right?
They actually got half of it illuminated the night before, and it got too dark on them. They couldn't finish it, but it was illuminated. They did not run into electrical issues, which we were kind of praying they didn't because of the age of the building.
Mm-hmm.
But everything was up there. They retrofitted it with LEDs. They got it lit, and then they completed the sign yesterday afternoon with the east side hanging up. And unbeknown to us, the little sign underneath even lit up. We didn't even know there was lights up in that.
Oh, that's great. Now, how did you personally feel inside the first time you saw, the inserts put in and the lights turned on? How did that make you feel?
Oh, awesome. Just on cloud nine.
Well, that's great. Now, I know besides great meals on KIX on 66, you have some of the best desserts around. I mean, they're to die for. So, Donna, tell our viewers just a few of your specialties that you may offer on a different day-to-day basis.
We always have the meringue pies, lemon meringue, coconut meringue, and chocolate meringue. But my top seller is my homemade carrot cake. And I will go through 4 of those in a week if people are just, I even sell a whole cake if I have one available to sell.
Now, I know of different seasons, you have different meals and different desserts. But again, when we go through, we either try to stop for breakfast or lunch or dinner. It's just a great experience at your restaurant. Now, besides the restaurant, you've got quite a gift shop souvenir area. And I've seen that you may have some Centennial items coming up. Can you tell us about those?
Yes, a gentleman in Amarillo will come up with the Zia sign on some coasters and ornaments. And when he come in and presented them to me, I asked him to go one step above and put our emblem in the middle with the Centennial. And he come back last week and we got them, and they're awesome looking. They're so bright and I just love them. I kept a set for myself.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that's great. Well, next time you're cruising Route 66 through New Mexico, just be sure you stop at KIX on 66 in Tucumcari. You're going to be glad you did. And thank you, Donna, for joining us today.
Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it.
Thank you for watching This Week on Route 66. Feel free to share this video link with your friends and family, and be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, keep getting your kicks on Route 66.